Dubai, a city known for luxury, tall skyscrapers, expensive cars, and glamorous nightlife. Millions of people travel there every year with dreams of money, fame, and a better life. But sometimes, behind that shining image, there are dark secrets that the world rarely sees. One such mysterious and tragic story is the story of Mona Kiz. Mona Kiz's real name was Monique Karungi. She was a young woman from Uganda. Like many young people in Africa, she dreamed of escaping poverty and building a successful life. She wanted to become famous on social media, earn money, and live a life that most people only dream about. On Instagram, she looked like someone who had already achieved that dream. Her photos showed her in luxury hotels, wearing stylish clothes, enjoying expensive restaurants, and smiling confidently in beautiful places. To her followers, Mona looked happy and successful. But social media often hides the real story behind the pictures. Monique Karungi was born in Uganda in the late 1990s. She grew up like many other young women in her country, surrounded by financial struggles and limited opportunities. From a young age, she wanted more from life. She wanted to travel, experience the world, and escape the hardships that many people around her faced every day. Social media became her escape. She started posting photos and videos online and slowly began building a following. Her online name became Mona Kiz. Her content showed a glamorous lifestyle that attracted many followers. People admired her beauty, her fashion style, and the luxurious life she appeared to be living. Eventually, Mona heard about opportunities in Dubai. Many people told her that Dubai was a place where money could be made quickly. Some recruiters promised modeling jobs, promotional work, and high-paying events for social media influencers. For someone like Mona, who wanted success and financial freedom, Dubai sounded like the perfect opportunity. In early 2022, Mona traveled from Uganda to Dubai. She believed she was stepping into a new chapter of her life, a chapter filled with opportunity, wealth, and success. At first, everything seemed exciting. Dubai was exactly as she imagined: tall, shining buildings, luxury apartments, fancy cars, and people from all around the world. On social media, she continued posting pictures showing expensive places and stylish outfits. But behind the glamorous posts, things were not as perfect as they seemed. Around that time, disturbing rumors were spreading online about certain underground parties in Dubai involving wealthy clients and foreign women. Some of these events were rumored to involve extremely controversial and degrading activities where rich individuals paid large amounts of money. Young women from different countries were reportedly being recruited with promises of modeling jobs or promotional work. Once they arrived, some discovered that the reality was very different from what they had been told. Many of these stories were difficult to verify, but journalists and activists began investigating the situation. Some women claimed they were pressured to attend private parties where wealthy clients offered large sums of money for disturbing acts. Some women refused and tried to leave. Others felt trapped because they needed money or had already traveled far from home. Whether Mona was involved in such a situation remains unclear. But the rumors surrounding these networks would later become connected to her tragic story. In May 2022, something shocking happened. A disturbing video began spreading across social media. In the video, a young woman could be seen standing on the edge of a tall building in Dubai. People watching the video could sense that something was wrong. The woman appeared distressed. For a moment, she stood there on the edge. Then suddenly she fell. The video spread rapidly across the internet. Many people were horrified. Some tried to identify who the woman was. Within hours, people on social media began claiming that the woman in the video was Mona Kiz. The news spread quickly across Uganda and other parts of Africa. Friends and followers were shocked. Just days earlier, she had appeared happy in her social media posts. Now people were watching a tragic video that seemed to show her final moments. Authorities in Dubai later investigated the incident. According to official reports, the death was ruled a suicide after Mona fell from a high-rise building. But the internet had already begun creating its own theories. Some people claimed that Mona had been involved in controversial private parties organized by wealthy individuals. Others suggested she might have been under emotional pressure or facing humiliation after certain videos allegedly circulated online. However, many of these claims were never officially confirmed. Investigators did not publicly release detailed information about her final moments. This lack of clear answers only made the mystery deeper. Back in Uganda, Mona's death caused sadness and anger. Her family struggled to understand how a young woman who left home searching for a better life could end up dying alone in a foreign country. To them, Mona was not just an internet personality or a trending topic. She was a daughter and a sister, someone who had hopes, dreams, and plans for the future. Activists and journalists began raising questions about recruitment networks that bring young women from Africa to the Middle East. Some claimed that vulnerable women were being targeted with promises of glamorous jobs that did not always exist. Investigations later revealed that some recruiters used social media to attract young women looking for opportunities abroad. They would promise modeling contracts, event hosting jobs, or influencer partnerships. But once the women arrived, the reality sometimes became very different from what they expected. Some women reported being pressured into attending private parties with wealthy clients. Others claimed they were trapped by middlemen who controlled their travel arrangements or finances. It is important to understand that not every story is the same, and many women do travel abroad successfully for legitimate work. But Mona's story raised serious concerns about the risks some young people face when chasing opportunities in unfamiliar places. Several journalists and media organizations later investigated similar cases. They discovered that Mona was not the only young woman from Uganda whose life had ended tragically in Dubai. Another Ugandan woman had also died under mysterious circumstances earlier. The similarities between these cases made people even more suspicious. Human rights groups began calling for better protection for migrant workers and stronger investigations into recruitment networks. Despite all the rumors and speculation, the full truth about Mona Kiz's final moments remains unknown. Officially, her death was ruled a suicide. But many people still believe there may be more to the story. Without clear evidence or detailed investigation results made public, the questions continue to remain. What pressures might she have been facing in those final days? Was she struggling emotionally in a foreign country? Was she involved in something she could not escape? Or was her death simply the tragic result of personal struggles that the world never saw behind her glamorous social media images? These questions may never be fully answered. What Mona's story does reveal, however, is the dangerous illusion that social media can create. Online, people often show only the happiest and most luxurious moments of their lives. Followers see the expensive restaurants, the stylish clothes, and the beautiful locations. But they rarely see the loneliness, pressure, fear, or struggles that may exist behind those images. For many young people watching Mona's life online, it looked like she had achieved everything they dreamed of. Yet the reality may have been far more complicated. Her story became a warning to many others who dream of traveling abroad for quick success and money. Opportunities abroad can change lives in positive ways. But they also come with risks, especially when people trust recruiters or strangers without verifying the truth behind job offers. Today, Mona Kiz's name is remembered as one of the most mysterious and tragic stories connected to the dark side of social media fame and overseas opportunities. She was only 24 years old, a young woman who left home believing she was about to build a better future. Instead, her life ended on the edge of a building thousands of kilometers away from her family. And even now, years later, the world still wonders what really happened in those final moments before she fell.